I used to be a cook at Waffle House. In the several years that I worked there, I managed to avoid experiencing any crazy encounters because I worked the morning shift. Unfortunately, that peaceful streak came to a disastrous end a few months ago. It was about 7:30 in the morning. I was just getting into my groove during the breakfast rush when a man barged into the restaurant. Everyone stopped what they were doing and turned their heads for a moment. His erratic demeanor immediately gave away that he was on something. He didn't say anything or sit down. He made a beeline for the bathroom and locked himself inside. My coworkers and I rolled our eyes. We knew he was probably going in there to use, and I don't mean the toilet. We gave him about 15 minutes before we knocked on the door and asked him to leave. When there was no response, we got the keys and unlocked the bathroom. We expected to see some crazed, strung-out man freaking out on the floor, but nobody was in there. Nothing at all except a pair of soiled pants and a wallet. We had no idea how he managed to get out the door with no pants on without anyone noticing, and somehow he locked the door after himself too. I felt like we shouldn't go back to work until we figured out where he was or how he got out, but the waitresses didn't care. They didn't want to lose out on their tips, and made a good point that they didn't get paid enough to deal with that. They had me take the soiled jeans out back to the dumpster while they mopped up. Then we held onto the wallet in case he came back for it. The next few hours were brutal. We had wasted 15 minutes not working during a rush because of the incident. Thankfully, things eventually slowed down. But that's when I started hearing strange noises coming from the ceiling, like there was a raccoon up there or something. I talked to my coworkers about it, but they brushed it off and told me to focus on work. I tried my best not to think about it, but something wasn't sitting right with me. When I got to take a bathroom break before the lunch rush, I was a bit hesitant to go in there, but I didn't have much of a choice. I sat down on the toilet, and then I noticed something odd. The ceiling tile above me was slightly out of place. I looked through the gap and saw a pair of eyes staring back at me. I freaked out. I pulled up my pants and ran out into the restaurant. I yelled at my coworkers to come look in the bathroom. But by the time I managed to get them over there, the tile had moved back into place. They looked at me like I was crazy and told me to get back to work. I begged them to believe me. I was concerned for their safety. If he could peep in the men's restroom, he could peep in the women's restroom too. But they wouldn't listen to me. I realized I was making a scene in front of the customers and knew I had to calm down. I went back to work. But the whole time, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Every time a customer went into the bathroom, I wanted to stop them, but I couldn't. It ate at me for hours. I knew there was a creep in the ceiling, but nobody would believe me. Slowly, my frustration turned to anger. By the time my shift was almost over, I had lost all my patience and snapped. I went into the bathroom and started shouting at the ceiling. I knew that psycho could hear me. I didn't care if everyone thought I was crazy.
Come down here, you freak! I know you're hiding up there! Don't make me come get you myself!
There was no answer, but I had to put an end to it. I locked the door so he couldn't escape. Then, I stood up on the toilet and popped the ceiling tile out. I reached down to get my phone so I could use the flashlight. But then, I was grabbed and pulled up into the ceiling. I fought back, and in the struggle, the ceiling collapsed, causing both of us to fall onto the bathroom floor. Immediately, the man put his hands over my mouth so I wouldn't scream.
Shut up! Don't rat me out! I can't let them find me. I haven't finished my mission yet.
I managed to push him off me and get to my feet. And that's when I saw he still wasn't wearing pants. But then he did something I never could have seen coming.
What's wrong with you? Why were you in the ceiling? Damn it! You gave away my position! Now I have to kill you! Ah!
He grabbed the sink and ripped it off the wall. I backed into the corner, dumbstruck by his unhinged strength. He raised the sink into the air like he was about to smash it over my head. But then I was saved by a knock at the door.
Hey! What's going on in there?
Help me! You idiot!
He threw the sink onto the floor. Then, he stood up on the toilet and started crawling back into the ceiling. I tried to drag him back down, but he kicked me so hard in the face that I hit the ground again. By the time the waitresses unlocked the door, He had disappeared into the ceiling. She saw the destruction in the bathroom and thought I was responsible for it. She grabbed me and pulled me through the restaurant, then tossed me into a booth. I was in too much shock to try to get out of her grasp. She started yelling at me and called the police to have me arrested.
You absolute moron! What the hell are you smoking? There's no man in the ceiling, there's just you being crazy.
No, I swear. Go look. I'm not crazy. There's really a man up there. Oh, God. He's moving.
I could hear him moving around the ceiling, but nobody else seemed to notice. I thought I might actually be going crazy. The way I was acting surely didn't help my case. My coworkers kept me in that booth until the police arrived. I was boxed in.
Come on, get up. We can make this a lot easier for you if you come willingly.
No, it's not me. Look in the ceiling. He's up there.
Of course, they didn't believe me either. But then, the ceiling started to creak loudly, right over our heads. Everyone looked up as the panels bulged. And then, all at once,
the whole thing came crashing down right on top of me. Everyone ducked out of the way, but the man landed right in my lap. Pants! Give me your pants! Get off me!
I kicked him to the floor where he scrambled to his feet before the police can make sense of what was happening and grab him. He managed to slip away and run out of the store with the police chasing after him. They eventually got him a few blocks away. Suddenly, I wasn't so crazy. Everyone apologized for not believing me, but the damage was done. For a few hours there, I really thought I was having a schizophrenic breakdown. I couldn't go back there and work with those people. The building needed extensive repairs anyway, so I quit. I work at Denny's now, doing the exact same thing I did at Waffle House. Except there's nobody falling through the damn ceiling.